Why is that there? Some definite inconsistencies in sidewalk snow removal in this town. This is the homeowner's responsibility. So whoever lives here didn't do it. Whoever lives here did do it. Haven't fixed their fence yet, but that's okay. Well, that's going to be it for this run. 4K at 6:21 a kilometer. Definitely way less and way slower than I had planned, but I'm going to fall and kill myself in this snow. Like, this is not fun to run in. It's been a couple of weeks since the Chili Chase half marathon, and to be honest, I took a complete week off from running. I am a dad. I have a family, I have a full-time job. I have other hobbies. I was gonna say I have a social life, but that might be stretching it. But yeah, like, I do have other things that take up my time, and I've taken a couple of weeks to kind of do those things, because when you're somebody who runs but you have like a regular life, it's hard to commit that amount of time to just one thing for that length of time, which, to get ready for my first half marathon, I had to do. I have another half marathon May 4th, the BMO Vancouver Marathon, but I'm just running the half. I have time to get ready for that, so I thought it was a good time to take a little break, but I have to get back at it. I have the West Van Run Double in 4 weeks. It's a 5K on a Saturday, then a 10K on a Sunday. One of the first races I ever did. As a matter of fact, I think it's the first race I ever did was the West Van Run 5K a few years ago. I had never run in a race before. I feel like I'm steaming. I'm gonna keep moving. The other reason I didn't run, I mean, I think it's pretty obvious. It looks like this. I live in a part of Canada where this is not typical. I live in the suburbs of Vancouver, and we don't get a ton of snow here. Maybe, one snowfall per winter on average. Sometimes none, sometimes more than one. This year, this is our one, but it's kind of hung around for a lot longer than it normally does. Normally when it snows here, it snows and it's gone in a day or two, and it just rains all winter. So this sucks. It's beautiful though.
Give me the snow.
It is cold but beautiful.
Oh yeah.
So we're running in the first gen Nike Zagamas, which ironically are actually really good in the snow, horrible in the rain. They are maybe one of the most slippery wet weather shoes I've ever experienced in my life. Like, a dangerous shoe in the wet, which is how Nike makes a trail shoe that's dangerous in the wet. Maybe explains where they're at the moment. But these shoes in the snow, quite good. And yeah, I'm impressed. Anyways, yeah, so I've got a couple of races coming up, but I've got time, as long as this weather turns around. I'm going to Toronto in 2 days. It's Sunday the something right now, and I'm going to Toronto on Tuesday, come back Friday, and I won't be able to run there. The hotel I'm staying at doesn't have a gym, and there's more snow there than there is here, and it's colder there than it is here. It's just barely below freezing here, which is not terrible, but yeah, it's been tough to run the last couple of weeks, both mentally, physically, well, not both. mentally, physically, and environmentally, I guess. But that's part of the challenge, is making it all work with your life. And it's okay if you miss a run. I also find too that if I don't have a schedule, like if I'm not using a training plan, it's really hard to get out, which I haven't had these last 2 weeks. My half marathon training schedule ended, and it's just been up to me to decide to get up and run, and how long to go for, and how fast to run. And I'm not very good at that, it turns out. I think I need that motivation to get me out. So I'm going to load up another training program on my Coros Pace 3 and try to get back at it on a regular basis here. I did try the Kip Run Pacer app. Not a fan. Not a fan. Not a fan of the way it integrated with the watch. Not a fan of... I was trying to push myself for my next race, and it kept telling me I was being too ambitious or pushing myself too hard, and I don't think I was, and I don't think any other app would have said the same thing. So yeah, I'm not going to use the Kip Run Pacer app. I'm going to stick with Coros, or maybe try a custom training plan, or just take the Coros one and fine-tune it for myself, which I think is actually the route I will go. Anyways, look at this. Absolutely gorgeous day for a run. Other than the snow, this pond is frozen, but not frozen enough for skating, unfortunately, because that would be fun. Very Canadian. But hopefully we'll get back to regularly scheduled programming on this channel, and this weather warms up a hair so I can run a little more consistently. Make sure to follow me on Instagram. I post there whenever I run, definitely more regularly than I post here. And you can follow me on Threads. I'm not really on there anymore. Follow me on Blue Sky, which is where I am the most, but I tend not to talk about running a ton on there. This is probably the best place to follow me, even though I post very sporadically. But it's going to be running 100% of the time. Thanks for coming along, guys, and I hope you are out there getting your runs in despite all of the obstacles that life throws in our way. I'll see you in the next one.